Homosexuality is sin. This is something that, hasn't really been disputed throughout all of church history outside of just recently. And so this is something that needs to be addressed. I get asked this question all the time as a pastor on my live streams, my Q&As. So let's address it real quick. I'm not going to give you all the scriptures that talk about sexual immorality, but I will prove to you today through one passage that homosexuality is not the design that God had in mind when he was creating male and female. So let's take a moment and read Romans 1:26-28 together. For this reason, God gave them up. These are people who are depraved, those who are going against God, right? In the verses before this, it's saying that God has revealed himself to all humanity and that humanity suppresses the truth of God in their unrighteousness. And so now Paul is going to take the moment to describe some of their unrighteousness, right? So it says, for this reason, God gave them up, right? Those who are suppressing the truth of God in their unrighteousness, to dishonorable passions. Okay, dishonorable passions. For their women exchange natural relations for those that are contrary to nature. So catch it. Women are exchanging natural relations for that is contrary to nature. And the men likewise gave up natural relations with women and were consumed with passion for one another. Okay, catch it. So let's stop. So it's saying that women exchange natural relations for unnatural. It doesn't make the claim of what that means, but we see in the next verse, and the men likewise gave up natural relations with women and were consumed with passion for one another. So before we keep going, it's pretty clear that the natural relations for men are to be with female. So that must mean that it's natural for female to be with male. So clearly they are giving up sex with one another to have sex with the same gender. Now let's continue reading. And the men likewise gave up relations with women and were consumed with passion for one another. So this is dishonorable. Men committing shameless acts with men and receiving in themselves the due penalty for their error. So Paul's calling this out. This is an error. This is wrong of them. And since they did not see fit to acknowledge God, God gave them up to a debased mind to do what ought not to be done. This is rather clear. This is something that I feel like I never really had to do. I'm surprised I have to. Romans 1:26-28 is rather clear. Homosexuality, it is a sin. It goes against the design of God. It is natural for men to be with women and women to be with men. Anything else goes against the design of God. It is debased and it is depraved behavior. And when you do this, you're suppressing the truth of God and his scriptures in your unrighteousness. So, hey, make sure you share this video to somebody. Hey, they may be asking the same question. So I'll see you in the next video.